just because her husband never fed her starved soul. The day after his death, the 70-year-old lady decided to find a young man to comfort her heart. Her husband had always been perfunctory during his lifetime. This time, she decided to take a bold step. Meanwhile, the guy who received the order learned that the customer was old enough to be his senior. He suddenly felt hesitant. However, on the other side, the woman looked at her figure in the mirror and felt an unprecedented surge of excitement. She had dedicated her best years to her family, and now that her children had grown up, she finally decided to be brave for her own happiness. She hesitated no longer and modified the order amount, offering double the price as an incentive. As the saying goes, generous rewards attract brave men. The generous reward indeed attracted a young man. For him, it was not just about the money, but also a quick way to make money. Therefore, with eager anticipation, he accepted the order without hesitation. He prepared to provide the service at the lady's address. When the lady learned that the order had been accepted, a surge of youthful excitement filled her heart. She hurriedly stood before the mirror to dress herself, hoping to greet the visitor with a perfect appearance. As the doorbell rang, her heart began to race. Through the peephole, she saw his handsome face. This made her heart race instantly. But surprisingly, Jack didn't care about her age at all. Instead, it showed a kind of tolerance. He even made more intimate requests.
May I kiss you on the cheek?
Yes, that would be fine.
This made her cheeks flush instantly, as if taking her back to her sweet first love. But she had forgotten her age, completely immersed in this youthful memory. Jack, a young man of only 20, had dark skin that exuded natural health and a strong, youthful vitality. The lady was very satisfied with this. In their conversation, Jack could sense her anxiety and shyness, so he encouraged her with gentle words. Please enjoy the pleasant moments of the present. Under his encouragement, their interactions gradually became more relaxed. This woman was a retired professor. Though her life was now materially abundant, loneliness still lingered in her heart. Her children had all started their own families, and her world often felt lonely. However, Jack's arrival was like a ray of sunlight, gradually dispelling the shadows in her heart. Jack carefully led her toward the bedroom, but her steps betrayed her unease and awkwardness. After all, she was 69 years old. She didn't want Jack to become a victim. This concern fell like leaves between them, so she asked softly with a touch of resignation, "If you don't feel anything for someone, how can you force yourself to do something against your will?" At this point, Jack answered seriously, "You're right. Life can indeed make us lose our way sometimes, but I always believe that inner peace is our true strength. I won't sacrifice anyone's dignity for money. I want you to know that no matter how the world changes, we can always find our own piece of sky." Hearing Jack's answer, the woman's heart finally relaxed. As Jack gently pulled her close to him, their distance gradually closed. Looking at this strong, handsome young man, waves of emotion surged in her heart. Jack's eyes, filled with sincerity and passion, made her sigh involuntarily. It was as if the wheels of time had stopped for her, allowing her to experience a feeling she had never felt before. This made the woman realize that true freedom comes from bravely facing one's fears. She decided not to run away anymore, and to bravely release the bonds in her heart. This encounter not only meant a kind of liberation, but also marked the end of their relationship.
Take care, Nancy.